This tutorial video is to show you how to spin on a supported spindle. I'm assuming you already know how to spin and you're just trying to learn the technique of spinning on a supported spindle. So the items you need a supported spindle, you need some surface to spin on. Here I have a Mirkwood Arts and Handcrafts spindle. It's a little different than a traditional spindle. It doesn't have a pointed tip. It has a crystal in the tip, but it works just the same. And you need a bowl or some sort of flat surface to spin on. Here I have a spinning surface from Viking Santa that has a little piece of ceramic embedded in the middle. It works really good. So what you want to do, here I'm spinning from the fold. So all I've done is I've pulled a tuft of fiber out of a batt, folded it over my index finger. And then you can start with either a leader, or you can pierce the spindle with the tip of the fiber and twist it with your hand to get something going. And in this video I am doing a park and draft. So I'm spinning the spindle, drafting out, parking, drafting, spinning, drafting, spinning. And when you flick the spindle, you just want to make sure that you're not impeding it. So as you can see, when I flick the spindle, then I just circle my fingers around it so that it doesn't fall over, but it's still able to spin. And here you can see the drafting triangle. Once you get more comfortable with supported spinning, you can actually do a semi-continuous draft where when you circle your fingers around the spindle, you can use your thumb and index finger or thumb and middle finger to pinch the yarn about an inch or as far as you can reach above the spindle while you draft. So instead of parking and drafting, you would pinch and draft. The spindle would still be going, and you would just pinch the yarn so that you're able to pull against it to draft out. And then just when the spindle started to slow down, you would quickly give it another flick and then continue on. And then at that point you would just stop when you needed to so that you could wind on. And that's about all there is to supported spinning. It's a little difficult to do at first. The other thing I'd like to mention is that it may look like I have a death grip on the fiber in my hand, but I do not. I'm actually holding it very, very lightly. Supported spinning is a woolen type spinning, and as you can see, both of your hands are not close together, so you're not drafting between your two hands, you're drafting against the spindle itself or your finger right up against the spindle. So it's a very long draw, it's not a short draw. In this video I'm showing spinning with a temporary cop on the top. So I have the larger final cop on the bottom of the spindle, and on the top of the spindle you can see that little tiny cop, and that's my temporary cop. And eventually I will butterfly that off and then wind it onto the permanent cop, which you'll see.